All right, who's ready?
I'm
good to
Oh,
go.
I'm ready.
Who's ready, Freddy?
Ready, Freddy.
I'm not gonna lie
Ready,
to you.
Freddy,
I
steady,
don't
go.
even remember what we did 2 weeks ago. Oh yeah, we did our exams.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
yeah, I passed.
Yeah.
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 Surprisingly.
I
shockingly.
also passed
Oh!
my exams.
Randy, guess what Val did last
What did Val do last?
time? She commanded Brick and Quint to get along so that they could all study together.
Oh.
And now Brick and Quint aren't rivals; they're just neutral.
You
Yeah,
put your
we're
book
at a-
down and said, "Get this petty squabble out of here and just read books for an hour."
Val batted her eyelashes at both boys and went, "Please, you're gonna study with me, right?"
It's true. It is what went down, and we did.
Also, what happened last time on Strixhaven, a curriculum of chaos. You got word that some of your fellow students were racing some bizarre glowing frogs over at the Fire Jolt Tavern. After Lilisula created a distraction, you all selected some frogs to race, gave them names, and you either cheered or jeered on your fellow students. And I think Erakos and Revia won? Because I think
Oh no, Revia did not win, but Revia took one of the frogs,
yeah.
specifically a special yellow one, named
Yes.
it Pawns, and now has it.
Yeah, so Erakos won. Revia took one of the frogs for herself, but as they were celebrating, these little frogs barfed up this bizarre black liquid all over Brick and quadrupled in size into giant frogs and began to attack everyone. After you took care of the frogs, they returned to their normal, docile little froggy selves. And once again, the black substance was identified as Eldred's Balm, a substance that is used in magical equipment to help resist them against like the magic that's used on them. It's used on like crates and pots and cauldrons a lot. I think one of the teachers kind of investigated a little bit, and she said it was probably just some random wild magic that affected the frogs. Nothing to worry about. But you then all took your first exams of the semester of little monstrous toad-like creatures called Slatty. All of you passed, but some of you passed with flying colors. Earn some more student dice.
Hooray!
Woohoo!
I know a lot about Slatty.
Slatty, not salads.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Alright, so you've been Strixhaven for a few weeks now, but as a player, I haven't really shown you much of the school yet. Because I didn't want to overwhelm you all at once with a bunch of stuff. But at this point, most of you have been to the different colleges for your classes, even though you haven't joined one yet. And I just kind of wanted to show the players some of the sites.
Don't
Yeah,
get
I
too
like
attached
those.
to any of these sites.
Because it could explode.
In the well,
Oh, I
the
haven't
current
joined it.
Magic the Gathering set, March of the Machines, basically this whole school gets blowed up real good.
Yep, spoiler. So nothing you do here matters. It's
Nope.
all gonna blow. It's all gonna
Nope.
explode in the magic.
Well,
the
the
story.
people live. Like a good chunk of them lived.
So we have Lorehold College. And I should have the page ready.
Oh man, yo, let me tell you, I can tell you some stories about some of these people.
Lorehold is the college of archomancy, study of using the knowledge of the past to learn magical abilities, and just like all
Isn't that what books are for?
yeah, but you actually get to like study the ruins.
Yeah, like firsthand.
Yeah, firsthand.
Like some of the ghost of Abraham Lincoln and ask him what it felt like getting shot.
Yeah. And Abraham Lincoln is possessing a statue of a deer. So you can ask Abraham Lincoln about what it's like to be shot.
that has some broken Matt Hardy vibes, where he visits a zoo and he goes up to a giraffe. He's like, "Ah, yes, it's the spirit of George Washington."
So Lorehold College is located in a part of the college that connects with the Badlands, the arid desert area of this world of Arcanios. And the hall is an actual ruin that they've converted into a college. This huge ravine you see here, there's like buildings and stuff carved into it, and that's where you have your classes. And just like all Strixhaven colleges, there are two conflicting areas of study that take place here, and in this case it's order and chaos. The order being like the civilizations had like functioning governments, like militaries with strict rules that like shape the course of history. But there's also the chaotic side of history, how like one small group can like change the flow of a nation and things like that. And there are professors and students here that kind of study the different aspects of it. On these pages, I put the different professors that are kind of featured in the book, and the two deans. Each one of these colleges have a dean that represents them. So we have Augusta Tullis, the Dean of Order, and Plarg, the Dean of Chaos. And also going to give you access to the handouts. So if you look in player art handouts, they have kind of information about different colleges here that you can look at.
Pleasant.
And that owl boy that you met, Javenish, who is on Brick's Silkball team, is a second year of Lorehold. We're at the Prismari College.
Hey, it's me.
Sorry, turn the volume. Alright, Prismari is the College of Elemental Arts. Their fields of study are perfection and expression. On the one side, you have these artists that want to create the perfect work of art to hone their skills to like the best they can be. But on the other hand, you have the professors and students that just want to express themselves. They're not worried about how it looks, as long as it represents them. They're more interested in the abstract part of art. The mascot for Prismari are these little elementals, these blue and red elementals of opposing elemental forces that they make little animals from. Kind of like represents the nature of the person when they create it. The mascot for Lorehold are those animated statues that are kind of possessed by spirits.
Yeah, so like Ghost Abraham Lincoln is your mascot.
It could be your pet. You could have Goat Abraham Lincoln for a pet. I believe Nora, I think Revia works with her on dorm cleanup duty. You know her to be a kind of a, not quite a therapist, but she's always open to talk to different people. She is a member of Prismari.
An ear to bend, a shoulder to cry on, that sort of person.
Plan on doing a lot of crying.
Yeah.
Ah, the Art of Prismari Command. It's a pretty good spell.
There's no crying in Shipfall.
Right, Quandrix. The one no one chose. College of Nerds. Quandrix is the College of Numeromancy. Magic within math. They literally look at the fractals that make up all of creation and pull their magic from them, or from that source of power. Their two colleges are Substance and Theory, which I admit I didn't really read into, so I can't tell you immediately what the difference is. I think one of it is like based on like kind of science, hard facts, and the other one is theory, more of like, well, what could it be? Like what we have what it is, but like, you know, what's behind what it is.
It fits with the color association where green is with nature, whereas blue is with the mind. So the substance is what you could see and interact with, where the theory is the mental and the possibilities.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, the difference between a scientist and an engineer.
Very good.
Yeah.
You should be teaching me. Yeah, but Quandrix is actually very tied with nature also, since you know, the things that make up all life, nature is definitely a part of that. Their mascot is called a fractal elemental. Think of like if like a computer program created an animal out of holographic light. That's kind of what their mascot is.
It's like a will-o-wisp, but like geometry.
Yeah, imagine like a snake made out of polygons and light and mirrors. Alright, Silver Quill. Let me show you. Hold on, let me show you the codes for these.
Also in Quandrix, I see up there is Val'ri's boyfriend, the Ox guy.
Yep.
Shut up. One of my boyfriends, thank you.
Aasimar is a proud member of Quandrix. Who would have guessed?
Taurus Hall. Isn't Taurus a donut? Yes, it is. A Taurus is a donut.
Well, look at the picture. It's basically you're basically studying a big donut, but it's a hole.
Donuts tend to have holes.
Yeah.
Nerds.
All right, Silver Quill.
Oh yeah, it's these guys. We're legally allowed to bully them.
Oh,
right?
jeez.
Hey!
Discipline enforcer.
Oh wait.
What?
I don't know. These guys are scary looking.
Yeah, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Quandrix are
Power.
Don't bully
Quandrix
us.
are
We'll
the
bully you back.
nerds. Yeah, Silver Quill is the are also kind of nerds, but they're like your boss. You know,
Yeah.
It's the bully that turns into your boss, or the nerd that turns into your
They're
boss.
business majors.
Yeah,
Wrong, they're poets.
they are poets.
Yeah,
Silver Quill's the kind of guy who's like doing his poetry reading, but is like a venture capitalist also.
Yep. Their two their two fields of studies are Quandrix are Radiance and Shadow. They each kind of center around like the written word and performance. But one Shadow tends to center on the self, while Radiance tends to focus on everyone around you. Do you use your power to spread, like to empower those around you, or do you use that power and knowledge just to benefit yourself?
The second one.
The second one, easily.
Their mascot are called Inklings. They're just little blobs of ink that are just constantly flying around, like Silver Quill, making sure everyone has enough ink to do their magical writings and splatter on people. I like this picture because all the pillars are giant pens.
Yeah, it's
Holy
it's
crap, you're
pretty
right.
good.
Yep. And there's like, in all the fountains are ink.
It's nice because I don't think I've seen card art of this, so this is new to me. Some of the others have shown up.
Yeah.
These guys are a lot cooler than I initially thought. I mean, they're not cool per se,
Are you
but
saying that because Mina Lee is
Yeah.
is a member
I'm
of Silver
saying
Quill?
it because of like the discipline enforcer looks incredibly tough, and the broker looks evil.
The
A lot of them
broker
are pretty
looks like
evil.
Tom
I'm
Hiddleston.
about to say it looks so much like Loki.
Yeah, that's intentional. Like Magic's been copying like the Marvel Cinematic Universe for like
Yeah.
since I don't know, like the first Avengers movie. They've just it's been blatant.
Silver Quill is, I wouldn't say like the dark. It's kind of like one of the darker colleges, depending on what path you go down. Because like from what I understand of the broker, he like if you have an item that needs procured from outside the college that may not be entirely like easy to get or legal per se, he can maybe get it for you.
Silver
Yeah.
Quill is the evil faction. There is one further faction that's even more evil. I don't know if we might get to talk to them, but like Silver Quill's kind of like the mean faction. Maybe not the evil. I would say they're more mean than
Yeah.
evil.
I just thought they were artsy fartsy, like head in the cloud.
Oh no, that's Prismari.
Yeah, Prismari is more that.
That's who I was thinking. Okay, so I thought these guys were like you said, poets before, just a bunch of like authors.
I mean, that is
But-
true.
Oh, I mean they're that too.
Yeah.
but
It's like
they're-
that's the mix. But there's also a lot of like politicians who are
Yeah,
like, yeah, we're there.
Yeah.
But we're using our
The-
spoken word to get you to do things.
It's
That's
all
why-
about these are deception. The art of deception is what this is learning. This is teaching.
Perfect for Val'ri.
Yeah.
In Wither Bloom, we've seen a lot of, but this is in the swamps around Strixhaven. It's where they get a lot of their magical components. It's where the Elder's Balm is where like the element that makes the Elder's Balm is actually taken from here. And yeah, their halls are just kind of like built out of the trees. And pretty much all natural. A lot of druids study here. And their two colleges are Growth and Decay. The preservation of life and the life that can be grown from the destruction of it. More than any other of the colleges, these actually kind of get along the most because they understand it is a cycle.
Exact. Life is but a cycle. I mean, we were born, we die, and from our remains, more life is born. I mean, everything dies, everything lives.
Oh yeah, well explain zombies, smartass.
They're breaking the cycle and are, for the most part, abominations that need to be put down.
Oh, liches too.
Especially liches.
I think you would get some like some of the professors would think that you know, depending on their use, raising the undead is not necessarily an abomination.
Well, I mean,
It's
yeah,
just
I mean, yes,
taking,
there's
it's just
there's a
taking
use.
advantage of what is given to you.
But yeah, no, I would say that for most part, yeah, you might be right there, but liches, no. The very act of making a lich is just pure evil.
Yeah, I think they would agree with that part. One of the more popular pastimes is undead crocodile racing.
Hey,
Yep.
hey,
Their
Yeah,
mascot,
that's
as we've talked about before, are these little grubby salamander things called pest, and they're used a lot in experiments.
and they are adorable.
Yep, and Erzmatok is a member of Witherbloom. There's also a hall where everyone kind of goes to meet and socialize, called Wintershin's Hall. So I think Val'ri would appreciate that. There's also maps of these places, which I will show you. I'll either put in the Discord or like when we go there for adventures. But also there is this really cool campus map. It will load. It's not loading for me.
It's loading.
Loaded for me.
Okay.
Loaded for me. Get better computers, nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Oh, I
loaded for
see
me.
it.
There we go.
Oh
So-
shit, is that top one fucking Silver Quill? That shit's dope.
Yep.
Oh.
Man, I want to be in Silver Quill now.
Haha.
So, even though you've chosen your colleges for your background, once we hit second year, you are free
That's
to change, and really you're free to change any year because there's plenty of students and professors that have changed their field of study, like partway through their academic career. But I would like you to pick one that definitely like fits your character too.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be perfectly honest. Erakos is right at home in Witherbloom. He
You're
is
just-
thoroughly enjoying
You're
himself.
just vibing in the swamp.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, so I think a lot of you chose the right one for your character, but you never know.
Life has changed. You might decide you want to be something else.
Oh yeah, the undead question I was gonna ask are: do vampires violate the cycle?
It depends on the vampire.
There's actually more than a few vampire professors.
One of the
Yeah.
deans of Witherbloom is a vampire.
Yeah, the Dean of Decay.
Yeah, vampires are, again, they're more gray than anything. I mean, some are good, some are bad.
Just
It's
like
just-
people.
Yeah, but we can all agree liches are assholes.
It's, their,
Like,
it's on a
one and
plaque
all.
above their door. Randy, I want to make sure you're not muted.
I'm not muted.
Okay, good, because we're talking about liches.
I know. I was the one who brought it up.
Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of dryads in Witherbloom, a lot of Genasi go to Prismari. Alquin, kind of Silver Quillish. But alright, so we're gonna have a little bit of in-game downtime. You want to pursue kind of like personal things. You want to grow some relationships with other students, or do something at one of your jobs, or extra curricular. Before we get on to the next part, so like what in the next coming weeks, like what do you think your characters are like focusing on?
I don't know that.
Well, didn't ask you, but thank you for contributing. Is that my CIA agent like trying to?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
no. That's Randy's
He just wants to play
Electrum.
so bad, you know.
I know that Val would definitely spend some time during her spend some extra time doing her extracurricular thing at the Drama Guild.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
she
that's
would
like
also be
yeah.
focusing on her job, which probably would also mean hanging out with Aasimar, probably, since he works there too.
So as first year students, you're not getting any of the big parts.
No.
Like there's no like big play that you're putting on in the end of the year, but you like to put on like little plays that you perform throughout the year for the students. But you haven't had the opportunity to quite like lead one yourself or become one of the lead students. But you definitely have some competition. Quintilius and what was her name? Rubina, which I believe is also in the drama club.
Yep.
They're also like vying for like the top spot. So you have a little bit of competition in that area. But like, how would you like try to outdo them? Would you try to?
No, Val would never. But she would secretly cheer on Quint
Mhm.
to get whatever.
You need a Gatorade for that thirst?
Shut up.
No, this is part of her character. She's coming out of her shell. It's beautiful.
She's just being a good pal to all of the pals around her. That's all.
I think it's legitimate. No, it's cute. She's getting more confident in herself. That's the whole point of school and stuff.
Yeah.
I think Quintilius, like for the first time in his life, is being outmatched by Rubina. Like by another person, like where he came from, you know, he was top dog in his drama class, but like now he's like kind of met his match and kind of realized, oh, maybe I'm not the best. But he definitely appreciates you cheering him on. He's like, well, when are you gonna take the stage and lead your own grand monologue and
Never. Nobody wants to watch me perform.
oh, but I know you have it in you.
True.
Brick! What the fuck?
Hey, I work here.
Brick
yeah,
does
that's
work
right.
there.
Brick's just watching from behind the like cardboard bushes, like.
I was gonna say it's really, you know, whenever
I
Quint's
play
doing his
the
monologue,
tree.
the you know, weird things happen with like the spotlight, it drifts off, and you know, malfunction, you know, the sound doesn't quite line up, you know, set pieces might be wrong on his stage, and then everything goes perfectly if Val ever gets up.
All I could picture. See, Val and Quint are trying to have this conversation, and I just picture that gif, and here's Brick shaking his head. Every fucking anyway.
He's there. There's legit reason for him to be in these scenes.
Quintilius does say, it's always Quintilius, never Quint, never just Quint.
I call him Quint.
Oh, yeah, you're allowed to.
Yes.
I do, but I'm not allowed to.
You have to call him Mr. Quintilius. You have to call him by his full name. Remember, he had that big, long, complicated name.
What the fuck is his full name again? Or,
Quintilius.
let me find it. Quintilius Antiphian Melantor the Third.
The
third. Remember the third. Very important.
And that's why it's important I call him Quint, because Quint means 5, and it bugs him.
Look at you, Mr. Quandrix.
Yeah, you fucking nerd. Go to Quandrix. Anyway.
I didn't take it in math class.
It's true.
He does say, I heard from some of the older students that every year there's kind of a get together here on the Rose Stage. The Rose Stage being the main stage in Silverquill, where people perform at, where they just have an improv night. And, it's a little later on in the year, but I think you should show them your stuff.
I don't really have any stuff to show.
Well, we can be a duo. We can play off each other.
I guess. I mean, I don't want to let anybody
like, before you
down.
have time to explain yourself, he just goes, excellent.
Oh, okay.
I shall make sure you are on the list.
That's very kind of you.
Now you have that. Now you have to spend the next, 3 months dreading that.
Yeah, great.
Revia, how about you?
Revia is going to spend her time basically, one, she's caring for her new frog Pawns. She's making sure that Pawns can survive. She's grown attached and thinks he might become useful potentially in the future. She's sneaking and snooping around, trying to get into stories for the paper or gossip she can use. But most importantly, she's trying to hang out and be friends with the hot goth vampire lady, because Revia wants to steal her hot goth vampire style for added sex appeal.
Is that gonna be like the main thing that you try to do?
Yeah.
Like, you just want to be like her?
Yeah, she's trying to be cool. Like Revia thinks she's cool, but she's like, oh, I need to add a new angle. She needs a new angle to her appearance.
Okay. So you, quote unquote, no quote. You stalk her.
Yeah, no, that's what she would do.
Like, not even trying to hide it.
Barely trying to hide it.
So she is she is a Strixhaven Stadium groundskeeper. So all the vines that are like trying to overtake it, she like uses her nature magic to like keep it under control. She appreciates a nice garden. And she also is in the Strixhaven Show Band Association, so she is actually in like the school band. And you've kind of seen her practice on the stage. You know that she plays the hurdy-gurdy.
Yes!
It's such a cool instrument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see her kind of practicing by herself, like a solo. But you also like during the group band performances, like they just can't seem to fit it in with the rest of the instruments. And like oftentimes she just resorted to like ringing a little like triangle. And like she's says I can make this hurdy-gurdy work. You just have to give me something that will match it. It's like well, that means you'll have to be like the lead, and you know, first years don't get to be the lead, and they kind of
that just seems like a failure on their part.
Yeah, someone hasn't listened to In Extremo.
But yeah, you're kind of watching her when she's kind of after practice, she's just playing her hurdy-gurdy by herself. And if you're not familiar with what a hurdy-gurdy is, imagine like an instrument that you crank, and it's almost like a accordion keys.
I've seen that thing.
Yeah, it's like a very droning sound. The keys are actually like very noticeable when you click them, but it actually adds to the sound.
Yeah, it's like someone crossbred an accordion with a string guitar, basically.
That you have to crank by hand.
Yeah.
Hurdy-gurdies are rad.
Yeah.
They are.
My brother has one.
So rad. Oh, I'm jealous.
And like if she was a modern day like TikToker, she would be playing like hurdy-gurdy covers of like popular songs on TikTok and get like millions of views. But
seriously, if you get a chance, look up the hurdy-gurdy cover for Thunderstruck.
She's just doing her hurdy-gurdy, and she starts to actually sing along with it. She has this like beautiful voice. And Revia, like, what are you doing?
Revia is going to boldly approach and be like, hey, that's some good sounds you're making. I want to know how to make those sounds.
She kind of stops her crank, saying, well, you mean the instrument?
Yeah, or your mouth sounds. I think that's pretty cool. I could use that.
She kind of looks at you like taking kind of note of your raspy voice, and she goes, "It might take some vocal training."
Oh, I got time.
In that case, you know,
I mean, you like I see how the boys are entranced by your melodic tunes and goth attire, and I might need to use that in the future. So like I would like to learn, be your apprentice.
You know, I don't think they appreciate the wonders of the hurdy-gurdy like I do.
Oh, I like it. It's weird sounding, but like in a good way.
I know, right? Like, there's nothing
Yeah.
that sounds quite like it.
I know, it's like kind of droning, but like a little melodic. Like I feel like it could
Exactly.
lull someone into slumber or to a suggestible state.
She kind of like gestures to her attire. It's like, that was what I was going for. Like, with my look too, you know?
Yeah, I totally picked up on that as one alpha female to another.
I can see that. Well, I could maybe, you know, I could use a partner to harmonize with. Like, no one else seems to.
Yeah, I'll
to.
try it. Why not? I'm great at everything. I'll learn. I'll learn how to play music.
I'm afraid I only have one hurdy-gurdy.
Oh, I'll send one, father or mother. Well, they'll send me one. They'll get here eventually. I don't know, maybe how interplanar deliveries work, but I'll get it. Or I'll acquire one through other means.
It's like, okay. But I'm Aurora, by the way.
Oh, hey, I'm Revia.
Yeah.
Revia Redscale of the Redscale Trading Company. I have to say that, or else my father gets mad.
Yeah, I saw you handle those frogs, and then
Oh yeah, I still have one. His name is Pons. You can visit him if you want. He's pretty friendly and quite agreeable. In fact, it would probably be good for me to learn how to play music in case I ever wanted to teach Pons how to play music in the future.
Okay. That's a lot. A lot of foreshadowing.
Oh yeah.
So, you can add Aurora. Get a +1 friendship point.
Good.
You're gonna spend some time with her. Like just
Lilisula
like practicing.
wants to be friends with her too.
Lilisula's just in the back looking on and like jealousy. Well, Lilisula, what are you doing?
Huh?
If she wants to join the band,
Yeah, I want to join the band.
So come on over.
Yeah, you know why? Because I actually have a musical instrument and I have good performance. My dad's a bard.
She's like, you guys should join the band club if you want to join.
I don't think we should join the band club. We should make our own band. See, they don't appreciate the hurdy-gurdy like us. We should make our own hurdy-gurdy like ensemble.
Well, that's a big step. But she asked Lilisula, like, what would you bring?
Oh, and she like Lilisula has her lute with her.
So
I play this. My dad taught me how to play it.
each of you give me a performance check. As you like maybe at Revia with disadvantage, since I don't think you actually have any actual skills at the moment.
I do have a +5 at performance though.
Yeah.
But I'll roll at disadvantage.
Can you do like throat singing, like
Human
monks
throat
do?
singing, yes.
Like but for dragons?
I would imagine like what Revia is thinking of is like she would try to sing like a death metal, like like a more of a roar kind of sound.
Yeah, there's
But
like
because she's still Revia, it's still kind of like instead of roar.
she's like they're not quite meshing yet, but like she's like, you can maybe make this work. And she's like, okay. All right, yeah. Let's do it. Let's make a freaking band.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Wow.
Are you here
Who's
too?
No.
Okay.
The ones who weren't thirsting after hot vampire girl are the ones who become friends with her.
Yeah.
No, that's the whole
There you go.
point.
You can add a +1 for Aurora to Lilisula.
Yay.
We gotta think of a cool band name.
Yeah, you'll think about that. Erakos.
So it's Aurora.
Aurora, yep. Aurora Luna Winterstar.
Aurora Luna Winterstar.
With,
Okay.
with two R's and a Y.
I was gonna say, I got that one written down too.
What are you?
Joey.
Erakos, how are you?
On it, Erzmatok's gonna try and crack the nut. He's gonna try and Erakos is gonna try to crack the nut that is Erzmatok.
Okay.
Try to get to know him, maybe figure him out, and maybe get him to act. You know, well, he's not expecting nice, but he's expecting, you know.
Like when you're at the job, he like kind of expects the job to get like to focus on it. He doesn't like to be distracted. But you have noticed he seems to have a sweet spot for frog legs. And you know that the Fargel Cafe has not Fargel, the cafe in the Biblioplex has the best frog leg sandwiches.
Yeah, I every once in a while I'll bring him a fresh frog leg sandwich. See if he like.
Yeah, he'll just be like, I could use a break. I've been working for a long time.
Feed the mind, feed the body, feed the mind. Yeah.
Like I don't get to get out to the main campus much. I usually just like to stay here, my free time.
Anytime you want me to bring you a sandwich, just let me know.
You know, I kind of he just starts saying like, yeah, I know I could have like fresh frogs if I go hunting a little bit, but I was never the best hunter in my tribe.
I've picked up a few things here or there, but I'm not the. I could probably help you out. You want me to help you go hunting one day? I've had to travel
that
my.
Doesn't interest me much. I was more interested in what was inside the frogs than hunting them. How they work.
Hey, it's
I
always.
thought I was a little weird.
Hey, it's weird people like you that help us further knowledge, you know?
When I decided to come to Strixhaven, it was the first of my tribe to do so. None of them were very enthusiastic about it.
Nobody likes trailblazers right up until they change the world for the better.
There's no onion in these, are they? I'm allergic to onion.
I don't think so, but I'll keep that in mind.
He gives it a lick, like a long snake-like tongue kind of slithers out, like, they're fresh today. He goes, thanks.
No problem, man. If you ever do want to go hunting, or if I happen to be out and about and I see a fresh frog, I'll bring one by for you.
Students aren't exactly supposed to be hunting on school grounds. You know.
But who's gonna miss a toad or two? You know what I mean?
That's what I've been saying. But there are rules. He's like kind of without missing a beat. He's like, weren't you mixing beakers?
Oh yes. Let me get back to that. My apologies.
Yeah. But since you provide him with lunch every time you're on the job with them, you will earn a friend point.
All right.
All right. How about Brick?
The Brick has definitely been spending some time on the silk ball field with his team, getting some good practices in. He's also, if I recall, the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
looking that up.
Talana Capule was the one who's from Quandrix, or not, but is also
Um,
on the team?
Javanesh Stoutclaw the Alloan is in Lorehold.
Yeah.
Tilana is a first year, so she's not in a school yet.
Okay.
But
And then I got
she wants to be in Quandrix.
Okay, yeah. So I'm also, I know school hasn't been in session for very long, but Brick is in Quandrix, thinking that the science of the physics and geometry could help his game. So that's why he took that, and he's struggling.
Yeah.
So,
So even though Silk Ball is a more like physical sport than Mage Tower, people still do use magic towards it, and you found out like whenever you need to like block someone from getting somewhere,
yeah,
like they have a hard time just running through you. But more and more as these students begin using their like magical abilities, they're finding more and more ways to like get past you. And what's his name?
I got Melwathorn.
Davenetch, like, well, not frustrated. He's like, okay, Brick. I know that you live up to your name. Okay? No one can knock you down.
Yeah.
Like, not even Melithorn. He's like made of freaking wood.
Yeah, he's a tree.
Brick beats wood. I mean, but
I always say, but yeah.
But he says like he goes, but look at Tilana here, and you know her to be like the one you mentioned from must be in Quandrix, like just 90-pound nothing girl. It's like what's she doing on the Silk team? But you see like she almost can tell the way players are gonna move, and like she has like that she has like the spider sense, just run through. And every time you try to block her, she always passes you. And like Melithorn uses like a jump spell to like jump clear over you. And he's like, you have to be more than just like a brick wall. We'll find a use for you on the field, but I know you're more than a wall.
Yeah, back home, that's what I was best at. We didn't have none of this.
Yeah, one of the Goliaths on the team is like, it's like, yeah, goat ball. That's simple compared to this.
Yeah, I got some things to learn for sure.
He goes,
oh, sorry.
I saw you, like, the thing that, how would they explain this in universe? Like, rage in universe. Like, I know that, no, I saw you fight those frogs and, like, you got angry. Like, what if you got
advanced angry?
Yeah, advanced, like, more than angry. Like, what if you, when you're put in a situation where you think you're a little bit out of your league, what if you got angry?
Yeah, I did notice that too. That was pretty intense. I kind of get that way a lot of times when I'm on my job and I see this guy walking around named Quint. Maybe I can tap into that anger and see if I can bring that to the field. Yeah. That's a real good
maybe
idea.
Not, don't beat anyone up. Maybe think of like focus. You're focus the energy.
I feel like once this is turned on, it's
it's
kind of hard to turn off.
It's like
that's to just let it finish.
He's like, well, let's put it to the test. And
all right.
He goes, I'm just gonna fly over you with the ball. Nothing against rules against that. I want you to stop me.
Well, let's see if he's gonna fly over me. Let's see. I am going to do my best to. I'm going to go into a rage, and I'm going to. Does that give me good advantage on strength? And I'm going to try to jump higher than I've ever jumped.
Okay. So everyone's kind of watching here. So Jeravesh kind of backs up, cracks his neck, the feathers kind of fly out. And he's like, okay, here we go. Takes the silk ball.
I'm also going to. So I'm going to try to. I'm going to go into rage, and I'm going to try to jump and grapple him out of the air using reckless attack.
Yeah. So you kind of start running. He starts running towards you. You're ready to jump. You activate rage, and you've had this tingle in your leg ever since that frog bit you there, and the Eldritch Bomb kind of seeped into you. And when you rage this time, it intensifies. And as Jeravesh flies higher than you can ever jump, you manage to do so because of some unknown strength that just appeared in your legs as you raged.
Oh,
and
okay.
It's almost like a shockwave, like appears like when you jump. Like all the mud and dirt just flies all over the place, and you give me just like unarmed attack roll as you try with advantage as you try to tackle him out of the air.
All right. I hope it's good.
Yeah,
16 and 16.
Yep. You are able to tackle him out of the air. Like he honestly was expecting that, and you tackle him to the ground. And he's like, well done. And everyone's clapping. He's like, where'd that come from?
I didn't picture you as wearing these gloves with just a thumb on them, and man, it's took
so
over.
I'm so angry. He's like, yeah, but is that a jump spell?
Oh yeah, that I looked down at my leg. Is there anything showing there?
You feel this like power in your leg, and it's kind of pulsing through your body now, like almost like a heartbeat.
Is there anything externally visible?
Not necessarily, but it's more like a magic pulse.
Okay.
That happened when you raged.
Gotcha. And I don't have a secret with this guy, so I'm not gonna hold that back. I tell ever since something happened when I fought those frogs, I don't know what they call it, but that goo ended up seeping into my leg. And I felt tapped into whatever that was just now, and it helped me.
Bellythorn, the dryad goes, one of the professors said they were affected by wild magic.
Well,
maybe it's unlocking something within you.
I'd say keep it coming.
I don't suggest being attacked by more frogs.
Well, if it yields benefits like this, maybe I should.
Everyone's like, yeah, no. All right. So we're gonna have a week of studying of classes. Everyone has a job and get 5 gold for each one of their jobs.
Nice.
And but before we do that, there are one other place I want to tell you about. In the Biblioplex, there is a magic item shop. Where you can buy like common magic items, potions, magical weapons, things like that. But they do have some college exclusive primers. Which I'll see if I see the items for. So, for example, they have a Lorehold primer, and this has charges that lets you have bonuses on like intelligence and on intelligence checks. Or you can choose a spell from the Cleric or Wizard spell list and cast it. I think each one of those is like similar to that, but for different classes and different skill checks. Right, remember they are a little expensive. So they're about 300 gold pieces. So not something you're gonna get right away. You can also buy spell scrolls, +1 weapons. You all have a mascot, but you can also buy a bottle of boundless coffee.
Yeah.
For 100 gold pieces.
Wow, so the good stuff's like 100 G's.
Yeah,
So
but
gotta
you know
wait
it's
for it.
unlimited. It's in the long run, you're saving money. And having endless supply of coffee may help you on all-nighters. Maybe have you not be so exhausted. Are you still interested in doing classes?
Yeah, I think the classes are fun.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
feel like I've enjoyed having the little events, doing a roll, and sometimes it
Yeah.
going on.
Right, so
All right.
Let's go in order. Val'ri,
Y'all,
roll me
D4, right?
yeah, D4 to pick a class. Make sure I have it open.
D4. Ow, fuck. Oh, that hurt a lot. 4. Shit.
Well, at least you got a 4.
Ow.
All right, this is the that animal studies one, so you get an event.
Ooh.
So roll me another D4.
Another one.
Yep. Magical physiologies.
2.
2. Right. Right, you were learning to incubate owlbear eggs. So you're you have this is like that in school you have to take care of an egg for a week. like it was a baby. But you are trying to incubate an owlbear egg. And just one all these students are always picking on you. One mean student is trying just accidentally bumps into you trying to drop your egg.
Bruh. Is it what's his bucket again?
Maybe.
That douchebag? Grayson?
Grayson? Maybe we can make him be Grayson. I don't know what he
You
has
want to have
against
his
you.
villain. You want to have a villain.
Yeah.
He's so mean to me.
Yeah, for no reason. Give me a athletics saving throw.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, it's not gonna end well.
No, it's not. Not on the. Ooh, that's a 1. I have a negative to my strength, guys. Come on. That's bullshit. I'm proficient in animal handling.
Luckily, these aren't real owlbear eggs, but you drop it, and you are docked 10 points
I immediately
For,
start tearing up.
for just blatant clumsiness. Oh,
What class is this again?
magical physiologies.
Okay, I don't think I have it because I like.
Everyone has this one. It's one of the generic ones.
Oh, okay. So
Um,
I'd like Revia to be looking, see if it was like something she could eat off the floor.
Yeah,
or
from what
not,
I
it was
remember-
just like magic. It's like, oh,
yeah, they don't have real owlbear eggs. At least not,
Sorry,
at least not for
delicacy.
first years. Grayson was on the rival team, I think.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, he is. He takes it really seriously. Everyone else is just kind of like trying to be buds with you, or like with everyone else, or just like trying to be the best with Grayson. It's like he's kind of playing underhandedly here, taking advantage of your clumsiness.
He's so mean.
So mean. Revia, only D4.
alrighty. 2.
2. Right. Ecomancy. remember how to do this. So roll me a deception, insight, intimidation, perception, or persuasion.
All right, let's do it.
+14 +5. To 9. Oh, you get a event too.
Sick.
Roll me a d4.
Roll to 4.
4. Alright, you are learning to write script with ink without paper. You're learning to enchant ink so it can be used to write in the air. Make me a Arcana check. See how well you do.
Ooh. Not well.
Not well. Yep. It's like dripping on the floor whenever you write something. It's like it's not staying there. Alright, you didn't quite get the hang of it. Some other students kind of learn it, and they learn the Skywrite spell. But with a range of 5 feet, so they can write in the air. But unfortunately, Revia, bad handwriting.
She's too busy trying to write curse words, and it's just distracted.
You just write butt. Brick, roll me d4.
All right. A 1.
1. Brick. Arcanobotany.
Okay.
Roll me a animal handling, nature, medicine, or survival.
Animal handling, nature, medicine, or survival. All +0. We're gonna do survival for 7.
7. All right. Yeah, your mind's too much on like your wild magic that's kind of forming.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just trying to like get it to activate. So you're trying to like wrestle alligators, wrestle vines, climb up stuff. And you're not just paying attention to class. You get demoted 5 points.
It is so
No, actually, no, sorry, you don't get demoted, but you're just not you're just not paying attention. So when you're like asked questions, it's like you just not able to answer.
I picture. I mean, I am taking what you said literally. Like it is a classroom setting, and Brick is literally climbing up walls.
Yeah. Witherbloom, actually, a lot of classes are outside, but they do have these pod-like buildings where they have indoor classes when necessary. But you're too distracted from your wild magic to do well in that class. Lilisula, give me a d4.
Uh-huh.
2. Right, art and magical history and Prismari. Give me a athletics, acrobatics, performance, persuasion, or sleight of hand.
Performance.
And you can use student dice for these if you want to. 19. 14. Yeah, you show everyone. We didn't record this part, but when she studied for the Slotty, her and Xanther kind of made a cheer routine for each of the different colors of slots. And you're showing it off during the next classes. And it just gets you energized. It's like, I'm going to start doing this for all history classes, and you just start making up cheers for your history lesson. And
yeah,
you do very well this week, so you earn 5 points.
Yay!
44. You're ahead by 9. And Erakos, give me a d4.
All right, 1d4 coming up. That'd be a 1.
All right. It's also arcanobotany.
Mhm.
You're watching Brick just
The
literally.
raccoon, also spelled raccoon and sometimes called the common raccoon to distinguish it from other species, is a mammal native
Wow.
to North America. It is the largest of the Persianid family, having a body length of 40 to 70 centimeters.
You learn about raccoons.
Raccoon facts.
Raccoon facts. Trash panda facts. You're watching Brick climb up walls. Give me one of the checks I mentioned before. Animal handling, nature, medicine, or survival.
So let me. I'm gonna go survival. 14.
14. Yep, that's enough. You're learning about what kind of plants and fungus you can eat if you're stranded in the swamp.
I mean,
And, you're
Erakos
you're
is-
quite used to that.
oh yeah, there are things that I've eaten you wouldn't believe.
But you gain 5 points. Alright, so your rivals took advantage of Brick's hyperness, and one of them just straight out made Val'ri break her egg, but it wasn't enough to have them gain the lead.
Huzzah!
Alright, so... And again, if you get 5 gold pieces per job that you have, we'll say at least 2 weeks has passed, so do it for 2 weeks. So, for the end of this week, Brick, you're doing another silk ball training, and like and like everyone's saying like jump, 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 but like you haven't been able to get the wild magic to happen again. And everyone's
on command.
Everyone's kind of disappointed, but like you're still excelling in that
I was
area.
gonna say, am I still contributing in a meaningful manner, or am
Yeah.
I kind of okay? Good.
They're finding a use for you, but the fact is that since magic is allowed, you kind of have to work a little harder if you're just going by brute strength,
Okay.
But you're used to that, especially when
Maybe-
you're raging. Yeah.
Maybe I've been practicing my endurance so I can
Yeah.
run faster.
You do have one of your lore hold spells, I think, is a long strider.
I do. Yeah, I picked that up. I chose that one to help me
Yeah.
cover more distance.
Yeah, so like
And-
when you have to catch up with someone, it's like
Yeah.
no contest. You're
And
like you're like a freight train running towards them.
And I've been experimenting with the effects of thaumaturgy, being able, make people that you can use harmless tremors in the ground, maybe make people try to trip up, or I don't know, if someone's trying to fly above me, make it sound like a lightning strike or a thunderclap real
Sure.
close to him. And so I've been trying to use what I've got at my disposal.
Yep, and it is effective. It's like more sneaky ways.
Yeah.
But in the heat of the moment, like one trip up can lead to a lot.
Yeah.
And like I'm not really sure how teams work for Mage Tower or Silk Ball in this, since like they don't compete against other schools.
Sure.
So I'm gonna leave that up to the imagination.
Intramural
for the
or
bonus.
inter-school. I'd always assumed it was like how the Quidditch and like Harry Potter or whatever,
Yeah.
where every school has a team.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the case necessarily here. But anyway, you still have like skirmishes and all that stuff. But a Jarmesh after a very muddy, very tiring skirmish, goes it's like, oh, that was a great game, guys. You're really improving. I know some of you are going want to go to Mage Tower next year, but like, man, you guys, one of the best silk football teams I've been on. You know, even outside of Strixhaven. And that's why I'm letting you guys on a little secret that first years normally don't know about. And Jeravesh goes, we have obtained some wizard gizzards.
Oh, we gonna start doping?
This is only Brick here at the moment. But like everyone's like, what's a wizard gizzard?
Okay, good. I wasn't the only one.
Yeah. It's like, oh, first years, you probably haven't done much like actual magical, magical sharpshooting yet. Like, imagine like a magical ski shooter, and you try to use your magic to like blast these little magical energies out of the air that they shoot out. And Jeravish explains that over the years these things just wear out and they become less powerful. And when they get less powerful, that means they're just like they can shoot out just the perfect amount to like to play games with. Like these magical balls come out and they try to like get them in hoops or like hit them with bats, things like that. And so whenever they retire these magical ski shooters, which they call wizard gizzards because of the sounds they make, they all have a get together at the Bow's End Tavern and just have a night of playing and doing these weird games with these wizard gizzards. And it's like, usually the older students try to hog it over for themselves, but like, you guys are my team. I love you guys, so I'm gonna let you in on let you get first picks if you want it. Invite your friends; they come along too. So
yeah, for sure.
Brick, you tell everyone when you're at the dorms later about the wizard gizzards happening later that night. In Revia, you mistake it for illicit drug use.
Well, that's what she assumes, because like she assumes whenever everyone in the school's like, we're getting after hours and doing a little something against the rules. She's like, oh, and then she gets there, it's just something like the regular party. It's like, oh,
yeah, it's like, what's this?
You guys got to get in on this wizard gizzard thing. We're gonna sneak out and get the fields tonight, or whenever it was.
He says it's happening at the Bow's End Tavern. And he says it's not against the rules necessarily.
Well, I don't tell Revia that. I tell Revia it is 100% against the rules.
Yeah, then she'll go.
It's one of those traditions that the teachers kind of know about, and like sometimes it gets out of hand. But they know they're disposing of these things where students can get their hands on them, so. So later that night, or like when the evening starts to come, you head to the Bow's End Tavern, which you might have been to before. It's basically the after hours hangout spot. Not a lot of first years go there just because they're usually so busy studying. But it's kind of a popular hangout spot. But as you're heading there, you're kind of going through the main central campus, and kind of make your way through the crowds, and you just hear this voice go, it's like just start yelling, "Oh, hard alchemy, help, hard alchemy plate!" And it's the voice of Rosie the gnome, who you see running with these foaming like alchemy beakers in this tray, which she's trying her best to hold on with both hands, and they're just like foaming and fuming. It's like, gotta dispose of him, gotta dispose of him. And like people are running out of the way, make room for her. But then from the opposite direction, you see Pinwig, little round owlin boy, just not a care in the world, walking in the opposite direction. He's like, oh, quite a commotion here happening in Central Campus today. I wonder what all the hubbubaloo is about. And he looks down and he goes, oh, do my eyes deceive me? It's a penny! A heads-up penny! It must be my lucky day! And as people are going out of the way, and Pinwig is kneeling down to pick up this copper, as if in slow motion, Rosie then, without noticing him, trips over him. The alchemy vials go flying onto the ground. The crack open, all the mixtures come together, bubbling and oozing like one of those homemade volcanoes, just start to erupting in this huge ooze that is filled with broken vials and beakers and wood and bits of stone, just erupts from the ground. And Pinwig looks up. He's like, "Oh, how lucky could I get?" And he looks up and sees this gigantic ooze just in front of him, bearing down on him. And the students are panicking, trying to run away. But we're going to start combat as this thing starts to attack students around him.
Maybe we should let it go. Maybe this is Pinwig's time to shine.
Revia is saying what we're all thinking.
Oh, this rolls a 0. It immediately swallows Pinwig up.
Yeah.
He
I'm gonna say I ready in action to do nothing.
Yeah. No, let's see how this plays out.
Will anybody notice?
Yes.
Alright, Val'ri, you're up first.
Oh, fuck. Shit. I wasn't expecting this. Let's see. I guess... It's an ooze, it's not a slime, right? But I still feel like for some reason that any attacks I make won't be as effective.
Yeah, it is an ooze.
Do you have any magical things you could do
I
to it? Because
have
I think this
one,
feels like
technically.
Strixhaven feels like if you want to get creative with your wizard stuff, I feel like that's the way to do it instead of just
Yeah.
like raw attack it. Like get weird with it.
You give me a if you want to like see what you remember about oozes, you can give me a either a Arcana or a History.
Nah, I imagine Val's the type of girl where as soon as she saw it envelop the bird fellow, the little owl man, she would have been like, "Oh!" And I'm gonna... It's 15 feet. Is it 15 feet away from me at least? 5, 10? I'll move up 1. I need a Constitution save of a 12.
Right.
Please. I'm gonna do Thunder Wave!
21.
It definitely saves, but it still takes half damage, so...
Okay.
Hey, not bad! 13! 13 thunder damage.
Thunder damage is not lightning damage, thankfully.
No. I'd also like to point out that anything that is unsecured in the area gets pushed 10 feet away from me, and there's also a thunderous boom out to 300 feet. So everybody around here is gonna fucking hear that.
Yeah, you get kids are knocked over.
They
A
are.
bunch of books and papers just go flying.
Nobody
Good
secure
plan,
those
Val'ri.
coins.
That'll attract the staff.
She just goes, "Let him go!" And that's it. That's my turn.
That's the loudest I've ever heard you be, Val'ri.
Don't worry about me, I'll get out just
I'm
fine.
okay.
I can hold my breath for I don't know how long. Oh no!
30 seconds.
Alright, Erakos.
Erakos is looking at this situation, trying to figure out what to do.
Let's see, let's let it play
Get
out.
creative.
Let's see, where am I?
You said that in the same cadence as like, be aggressive. Be
Well, yeah,
aggressive.
either- yeah, like I mean, because I wanna try to get weird with it.
He's thinking. He's actually, you know what? He's like, once again, we probably need to end this quickly. So he tries to think about the quickest way in, and then just runs up to the thing and slaps it. And as he slaps it, casts Inflict Wounds.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
19 will hit.
13 necrotic damage.
Right. Bits of it are like flopping to the ground and like disintegrated into the masonry. You see Pimling's little like beak finally be able to catch her breath. Like, oh, do a good job, everyone. My life is at stake.
We're trying, sir. We're trying. Let's see, action. Do I have anything? Do I have a bonus action? You know what? I don't know if he's doing any let's see. Yeah, there's not really much I can do. So I think that's it. That's it.
Okay.
Well, I guess I could. You know what? Erakos runs back, taking the attack of opportunity.
Okay. The pseudopod reaches out, tries to hit you. Oh, shoot. He rolls a 15.
Misses.
Right,
I see the pseudopod cutting and just kind of juke my way out of it.
Right, Brick.
All right, Brick is going to. He is kind of stuck in his head with this whole magic thing, and he is going to try something new. He is going to use a cantrip, Sacred Flame.
Yeah, get in there.
So it is a dexterity. It's a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Of 10. He's not very good at magic. So try that. If you win,
well, this thing not good at dodging rolls a 4.
Huzzah! So it is going to take 6 radiant damage.
Okay.
Coming from the sky. Well, that was cool.
Val'ri claps. Good job.
Yeah, so like how does Brick cast this? Traditionally a run up and hit things person. Like how does he cast magic?
He drew his axe at first and was about to run in and do it, but then just kind of stopped and pointed his axe like a magic wand at it. So he kind of uses it as a wizard staff, and does it confusedly and slowly. Like, what if I do? Oh, cool.
That's the way to set light to it, sir.
And then I move up in front of Val'ri.
Yeah, protect the rogue. Alright, Lilisula.
Randy, stop macking on your girlfriend.
Oh, I'm muted. Sorry.
Oh.
Lilisula is going to do the most creatively, magically creative thing that a warlock is capable of doing. And that's Eldritch Blast.
Now remember, you are a hexblade. You can, your sword is very viable.
But I can slow the monster with my Eldritch Blast.
Well, I'm just reminding you since we haven't had much combat yet. But,
I'm also level 2.
Hey, go for it. I'm just reminding you.
No way.
Hell yeah!
It definitely hits for 8. The force damage.
Yep. And its movement is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay. Revia.
Before I do my dumb plan, would you describe this slime as an amalgamation of potions being a mess? Like, would you say it's like a mess?
Definitely a mess.
Okay.
But it formed into a large ooze.
Okay, because like before I do it, my plan is to get within 10 feet of it and use prestidigitation to clean that up. Let's clean up 1 cubic foot of it. Try to like, all right, what happens if this slime that is made of a mixture of things, and I just like take a cube of it, like a cubic foot of whatever inside of it, and just make it clean and see what happens.
Roll me a d4.
All right. Well, do you want me to move into? Because I gotta like move in.
Yeah, within range.
All right. Let me see. I'm gonna make sure I'm within range to do this. All right, I am. So here comes the d4.
Takes 2 damage as some of it just disintegrates.
It worked.
Very useful. Anything else?
No, I mean that was my spell.
I
just wanted to see. I just wanted to be tricky instead of just casting like fireball at it every time.
This ooze tries to move forward, but the Eldritch Blast just has it stunned because its movement is 10 feet. So it can't move any closer. Val'ri.
Oh boy. Oh wait, what is this thing again that I keep forgetting that I have? Oh, right. I'm going to... Actually, you know what? Oh, no, it's not gonna do any fucking damage. Never mind. Yeah, I'm just gonna, ouch. Kinda... I'm gonna run past Brick. Just very gently touch him on the shoulder.
Very
Thank you
careful.
for protecting me. And then I'm gonna stab it with my rapier. I'm very roguelike, clearly.
Are you gonna do the charge?
Oh shit! Forget it. Yeah. I'll do that. Why not?
Alright.
So, well, let me read that. Charge hooves. It's a bonus action. Oh no. No, I won't, because I'm gonna use my cunning action for a bonus action. So no, I'll just go up.
Yeah, maybe not the best for rogues to charge. But
yeah. Not at this point in time.
Yeah.
Once I get uncanny dodge, then it won't even matter. Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit it. Fuck it.
Alright.
Nat 20, baby!
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah! Is that 2 nat 20? Oh no, it didn't. Alright.
Do you consider Pinwig an ally?
I mean... that shouldn't be including my sneak attack, should it?
Oh, technically not. You don't have a...
Well, Brick isn't Brick 5 feet from Val'ri?
Has to be 5
No,
feet
it's from the enemy
target.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why you're asking about
yeah,
the bird?
Unfortunately, you don't get sneak
No.
attack.
No, it's alright, so just add that without the sneak attack then.
Yeah. That does...
So what, 15 damage?
Yeah, it does a lot of damage to it. It's like barely keeping its form.
And then I'm gonna... Cutting action! I'm gonna...
Disengage.
Yes, thank you. God, English is clearly my first language, and I'm gonna... right back behind Brick.
Right, Erakos.
Alright, he's actually going to, he's gonna do Toll of the Dead.
Right.
DC Wisdom 14.
Wisdom rolls an 8.
And we know it's been damaged, so. Okay, fine. 1 necrotic damage.
Remember, it's not just one thing; it's a collection of many different things.
Yeah.
So, one of those things died.
Alright, that's my action. Bonus action. I don't really think I could do much of anything. Nope.
Brick?
That's it. Oh, wait, I can do something.
Okay.
Is Brick, were you wanting to get up into things?
Well, I think I will be. I don't know
Alright.
if you'll know that though, but I was going. I'm gonna go back to my roots.
Then I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on you. If it wants, basically, if that thing wants to hit you, it now has to do a DC Wisdom 14 throw. Otherwise, it'll hit something else. Or if there is nothing else, it'll hit nothing.
Interesting. Huzzah! I bet it's not very wise. Alright, I'm gonna get up in its face and take an axe swing, and I am not raging at this point. So, doesn't really matter. A 7?
Misses.
I'm just still kind of taken aback by my first use of magic in a combat environment.
Pretty hard to miss this thing, but you managed to do it. Alright, Lilisula.
Yes. So I am going to do something cool. Are you ready?
Show it to us. Do something cool.
Oh, it's Eldritch Blast.
Do it in a cool way. Do a
Uh,
flip and then do the Eldritch Blast.
I do a little flourish. Then I Eldritch Blast.
Make an Eldritch Blast out of your cheerleading cheers and then throw it at him like a pom-pom.
This Eldritch Blast hits the ooze. It just starts to bubble up and then just explodes. And there is just a ooze-covered pinwig thrown to the ground.
No, somebody
Kill the
press the
core.
detonator.
We gotta kill that core before it reforms.
It's a person, Revia.
I don't think that's how that works.
We can't. We need to make sure.
He's like, oh, maybe today wasn't my lucky day. And he just walks off like nothing's happened. Doesn't
No,
even thank
clean
you.
him.
Doesn't even thank you.
You're welcome.
No, we gotta clean him. He's getting
That
goo
was
everywhere.
so mean.
I used
No, you'd think people would be more grateful.
I thaumaturgy to make my voice 3 times as loud and yell, "You're welcome."
Go!
Oh man, Brick, you have thaumaturgy now?
I do. I've had thaumaturgy.
Okay, you're gonna help me.
Rosie's kind of like looking at the broken vials. And he's like, I hope I don't get in trouble for this.
You're
We all saw
fine.
it. That owl tripped me.
We all most certainly did. He'll pay.
Cracks knuckles. He's like, thanks, guys. Well, that could have been a disaster.
Glad
Good thing
to
these
help.
things aren't very fast, right?
Yeah.
Um,
True.
At this point, Jeravesh, the Owlin, kind of like emerges from the crowd. He goes, kind of looks at all the goo. It's like okay, but he's like, Brick, like, what are you waiting for? Wizards,
Oh.
gizzards, come on.
We were having a good time out here.
I get it.
Nice.
All right.
Rosie goes, Wizard gizzards, I heard about those. You mind if I come? It's like, I've heard all about them. I just always wanted to try one. I heard they sound like turkeys. That's what they call them, gizzards.
Wait, turkeys?
Yeah, turkeys. Like, gobble, gobble, gobble.
I thought we were doing drugs.
Yeah, we are. Well, it's just.
Oh, okay.
It makes you think you're a turkey. It's a hallucination.
Oh, I see. Also, Brick, I need you
Yeah.
to help me. I've come up with a plan of a combo attack. So what I need you to do, we need to work this out. I need you to use your thaumaturgy to make like a giant fart sound next to someone, and then I'm gonna use prestidigitation to make it look like they soiled their pants. So if we do it in combination, we can make it look like someone crapped their pants.
You
You
also
have this.
do an odor with prestidigitation?
Oh, well, it just says soil.
Okay.
So, like, basically the idea, because prestidigitation says
I get
you
it.
can clean or
You don't
soil an
have-
object.
You don't have to explain it.
But I don't, so I just like the idea of just being able
You
to like
mean-
combo attack them.
You would like to magically shit someone else's pants?
Yeah, so that's a deadly technique.
Jeravish goes, it's like, oh yeah, I've seen some students try this. Soil doesn't mean quite what you think it means.
No, boo.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's just the appearance. It's not the actual
yeah,
crap
it's
that
definitely
matters.
the
It's just
appearance.
like I don't. That's a little too far. But like their pants get dirty, and then you hear like a giant fart sound. Like everyone would point and laugh, and that's the goal.
Making
Look out.
someone actually shit their pants, that's too far.
That's like an actual magic spell.
Look
That's
at-
gonna
look-
cause problems.
It's called the
Look
brown.
at you.
It's called the brown spell.
Look
Jeravish
at the
goes
end
like,
of-
gotta be careful. If you get caught doing that, they could send you to a detention bog.
Well, that's why it's a special attack only used for the most important of moments.
Yeah, I mean, last year when I was the first year, someone tried that on a teacher.
Well, that was their first.
Oh, that's a
mistake.
bad idea.
Yeah, they
Because
said
they
they
can
would-
actually cause problems.
So they went to the bog like for an entire month.
No, I'm saying like we use it on like a student that gives one of our crew guff. They're giving them some guff, then we make it look like they crap their pants, and then we give them a nickname and make them hate themselves.
Like Grayson.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
Me too.
He sucks.
Eh,
Don't you
Using
work
it
with
for my own
Grayson?
dark purposes.
You work with Grayson Revia, so
I know. She still hates him.
pretty sure he has a friend point with him.
Yeah.
But you hate him.
She's killing him with kindness.
Yeah.
No, she just agrees with what he like. He does evil kind of jerky things that she approves of, but she doesn't like the guy that's doing them.
Jeravish goes like, it's like, no, you got it wrong. Like, you're here to make friends. That's the Strixhaven experience.
Well,
Oh, I've-
maybe
I've
Grayson
had
shouldn't
a
be
couple
so
friends.
mean.
Well, I guess you can't change the person, but like, give him a chance. There's always good in
He
someone.
made me cry.
He made
I
it.
mean,
You're
you're
so
selling
mean.
Val'ri. You're selling Grayson to me.
His feathers kind of like ruffle a little bit. He's like, wait a minute, you were the crying girl in
Yeah, she's the egg breaker.
both of those places. Oh. Yeah, people know about you.
Yeah, like we, the one that in the papers, like clumsy dough.
Well, listen, no one really cares about it. Like, people cry.
The fickle fawn.
Jeravish, not the biggest fan of Revia, but thinks everyone else is
I can
okay.
imagine you wouldn't be.
Yeah, not many people fans of Revia. All right, but we're gonna take a little break. In real life and in the game, you can take a short rest as
Cool.
when you're at the tavern. You'll be able to relax a little bit. So we just had combat, so go and do a short rest. Right, take a little break.
Should
and
we have started today with as if we had long rested?
Yes.
Okay.
I assume that like if a week goes by, at some point I took a nap. So,
We took at least one 8-hour nap
I
at some
only
point.
do what the DM says.
But
no,
you're,
you assume and then you make it. You assume and then you don't tell them, and then when it comes to the problem, you're like, "Oops."
well, my thing is like when I do not that necessarily all these take place at the end of the week, but like when you do your like school rolls, if you use any student dice or if you have any negative effects from those, that will usually carry over to whatever adventure part we have planned. So you will, but before that you'll have the long rest.
Okay.
But
I asked because I had a rage already checked off, and so that should have refreshed when we started this morning. Okay, or tonight.
All right, be back in a couple minutes. All right, so unlike the Fire Jolt Cafe, the Bow's End is your classic fantasy tavern, and it's popular hangout spot where not as much studying, a little bit more revelries happening here, especially tonight with the rumor of Gizzard machines being discarded. But your fellow...
Hey guys, sorry.
That's okay.
Were you pooping?
Thanks.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
I had to pee, and I got a drink, and I socialized with my roommates for a little bit.
I was expecting you to be like, it was one of those like 5-minute pees where you just can't stop peeing.
Can't stop, won't stop.
It's okay. We only just started, so you're fine. You're fine. You didn't miss anything yet.
Sorry about that, you guys. Love you though.
I don't know if the cafe sounds are playing, but it doesn't really matter. So like your fellow Silk Ball players kind of caught up with you, including Rosie. Let's put her in here.
I asked, good Greta not make it.
Did I quite not put Greta there?
I don't see her.
Oh, that's right. She's not officially in the Silk Ball team in the book, but we kind of made her.
Oh, that's way too many Rosies. Oh, there's so many Rosies.
Oh, I'm not seeing them.
I see my other boyfriend.
There
though.
are 3 Rosies on the board here.
Oh,
There are
yeah.
so many Rosies. Too many.
It's
I will
coming
say-
up rosy.
The
There's
note
one
that
right here, and there's
Okay.
one. There you go.
I must have been lagging. I see him now.
the note that I have
mirror
for
image
Rose.
spell.
Yeah.
I took a note and I said, needs to calm down. That's the note for Rosie.
She moves so fast that she's like multiple places at once.
Yeah.
There, do you see Greta?
I do.
I must be lagging pretty bad. I'm not seeing any of that. Oh well. It doesn't really matter if they're there or not. Yeah, but when Jarvesh comes in, he notices his fellow group mates kind of sitting around a table in the corner of the pub of the tavern here. He's like, oh, "It's my boys, Team Kraken. How you doing, everyone?" He kind of swaggers over, and Nora and Mina kind of give a friendly hello. Erzmatok barely acknowledges them.
I'm not.
Drasma,
I give Erzmatok a nod.
yeah, he like passive wave. But Drasmahor, not Drasmahor, Drasmahor. Drasimir. I'm horrible with these fantasy names. He gives an enthusiastic hello, but of course it's in a little whisper. He's like,
I peek over and look at him.
you look at him.
I look at him.
And he looks to you.
I'm not gonna make a scene. I want to make sure he notices me first.
Yeah. Try to get his attention.
By looking at him.
Just by looking at him in this crowd.
Yep. I'm I'm tall. I'm taller than a lot of people here.
Yeah. As he says, Javanish, it's so nice to see you again. I hope you're doing well. But like people are talking over him. He's like, oh, okay, sorry.
Oh no.
He kind of looks past him and he sees you, kind of you give a little wave, and like the book that he's had in his hand, he kind of like fumbles a little bit. It falls on the table. And he's like, oh, with his huge hand, he gives a little wave. Hello. But of course, he can't hear any of that.
No, she can see him mouthing it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And she just, hi. He obviously can't hear her.
But he kind of introduces you to like the Silk Ball team, and they kind of brought some of their friends too. Not gonna really bother with them, but most of you kind of know who these people are. It's like, oh yeah, we've met. It's like, well, I brought them here for Wizard Gizzard. But they're like, yeah, we love Wizard Gizzard. And I thought I'd make it a little interesting. And he opens up his jacket. He pulls out a gray bag. And he goes, I was gonna offer this up to the offer this up to the winner.
Oh man, that is a nice bag.
It's like, oh. I got this on one of my many adventures that he kind of thinks. Well, I forget which one it was. Mina kind of rolls her eyes. It's like, yep, one of your quote-unquote adventures. It's like, yep, one of my adventures. And he says, it's a bag of tricks. You don't know what's in here. Could pull out anything. But gotta win at Wizard Gizzards. If you want this bad boy.
I want that bag.
We'll get it.
Don't worry.
One way or another.
I like your thinking.
Cracks knuckles.
The bartender,
violence.
The main bartender here is a half-orc woman named Tulk the Bulk, Tusktooth.
She's hot.
Yeah, she's
She looks hot.
If you know the type, she's a former adventurer, and it shows. Very muscular, scars. You know, she's showing those biceps. You know, but she goes. She's like, Jeravesh, these wizard gizzards better not cause much of a ruckus in my bar. It's like, last year, people got a little too excited. And I'm all for a little excitement, but, one of those things malfunctions, it can cause some problems. It's like, oh yeah, don't worry. They're fine. We're just gonna go in the back, have some fun. Wizard gizzards! It's like, oh yeah, I know about wizard gizzards. Make sure to clean up after yourself. Jeravesh, you would know, is also works at this bar behind the counter. So he has a little bit of sway. You notice Grayson, Luna, and Rubina, and the rest of the music club, kind of like adding some ambiance music to the place. And Grayson, who's not part of the music club, is kind of like taking notes. Looks like he's on like official business for the Star, like saying, oh, the first performance of the Strixhaven Music Club. It's like, let's see how they do. And Rubina's here with her loot, just looting up a storm. And Aurora, not with her hurdy-gurdy, but with her little triangle, trying to do the best she can, but she's like kind of looking miserable.
Lily,
this is all the more reason to accelerate the formation of the Ashen Blood Moon.
Yeah.
We can't have this tavern dreck, this old-fashioned for adventurers and old people.
Yeah, something gets the blood pumping. Gets everybody excited.
Yeah, this is for the old people. I'm trying to think of some kind of a word of adventurer and boomer. Like advoomers.
Greta, by the way, the dwarf, immediately at one of the bars getting a pint. She's like, any of you bros drink? You know, myself, I was weaned off this stuff, but like, you know.
Yeah, I've been known to have a drink or two in my day.
Yeah, I order one as well. Me and
Mother
Val.
says I shan't imbibe in any drink that would impair my mental abilities.
You were just about to do drugs.
No, I was about to know where drugs were being done so I could have a note and use blackmail on people.
Revia, that
Insight
sounds
check.
like a rule you're following.
I'm gonna insight check that. I don't believe her for a goddamn second. I'm gonna do it. I'm doing it.
know,
Oh,
that
I
was
rolled
real.
a 4. Just kidding. 6.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it is,
she's on the level.
Yeah, it is 4 copper for an ale. It's a little bit of a premium.
That's fine.
As opposed to if you want something lighter, they have coffee, cola, and tea, or just water. It's free.
I actually buy you know what? I'm gonna buy an ale. Actually, 2 ales and 2 frog leg. Is this the place with the frog leg sandwiches?
This place, you know, you can get okay frog legs here. But the specialty is stew. Is a Curdy's special, which is a type of stew. Curdy being a stout troll that works in the kitchen.
I'll get the stew, but I'm gonna get a sandwich. I'm gonna get a frog leg sandwich and take it and the ale and the frog leg sandwich over to my boy over there.
What's the name?
Aasimar.
Kurzmatok. He's very particular about people saying his name right.
I could have fooled me.
All right, you can. Soup is 2 silver pieces. The ale will be 4 copper.
All right.
Yeah, you
So-
gotta keep track of that. That's why Revia is gonna go up
2
there and
silver
get me some
pieces.
free water.
Yeah. 4 waters, please.
And how much was the ale?
Hold the lemon.
4 copper.
4 copper. Aasimar goes, it's like, you're not actually excited about this wizard gizzard business, are you?
I
I
mean, it looks slightly interesting, but not enough to really get involved.
I mean, we handle actual gizzards every day.
I know, ain't that fascinating?
Yeah.
I got you a sandwich while I was here.
His eyes kind of light up. He kind of adjusts his glasses.
And
mind if I
some
do.
ale to drink it down with.
He goes, more of a tea drinker. But he takes the sandwich.
Well, alright. I'm glad you like the sandwich, huh? And now I gotta figure out what to do with 2 ales.
You drink them, you coward.
The band kind of finishes their performance. A few people like politely clap, and you hear Grayson, maybe Revia, like who is anyone kind of standing near the band when this is happening?
Sure, I'll make Revia standing near
Yeah.
there as she's getting her water and
Yeah.
drinking it.
Yeah, like you're part of the Strixhaven Star too. So like you hear him taking notes, and he goes, Strixhaven band goes mediocre. Ah, Revia. Just
Oh, hey,
writing a-
Wildemare.
just writing a piece for tomorrow's for next week's issue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've been slacking off on mine.
It's like, yes, it's like I need more headlines. You need to to get more dirt on your friends there, ways I can take advantage of their weaknesses. Me and my cohorts.
Oh, did you not write about how when Val'ri fell down and broke the egg in front of everybody?
Oh, trust me, that's going in next week's. And says she caught on to me because of knocking over that art. So it's like I had one of my friends accidentally bump into her this time. She doesn't expect to think.
Yeah, she has no idea it's you, honestly.
I'm trying to figure out the angle for this guy. He's just an asshole. Just seems like he's just trying to create stories.
This guy is an absolute codpiece, 100%.
Yeah, it's like you know how like J. Jonah Jameson like blames Spider-Man for causing the crimes that he's writing about. This guy is actually doing it.
I'd like to I'd be able to see that Grayson is standing over there, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Val's like sitting down, looking at her drink, like obviously, like
tilted.
It's like I'm glad you agree with. No, I'm just creating entertainment. No harm.
Oh yeah, of course. It's just a paper.
Yeah, I'm not giving any names. Could be any one of the Centaur-like students.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta keep it objective. That's part of what being a news person's all about.
Mina's getting on my case, though. She doesn't like this. She calls it tabloid talk.
Oh, but that's how you get the readers. Readership spit up.
They don't care about student activities and going-ons. They want to know the gossip.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta talk about all of it. Like you gotta. Hey, one of the students of Orcish ancestry may or may not be infected with vile necromantic ooze.
Really? Makes a little note.
Maybe it could be giving them a performance enhancer at Silk Ball, Might be some doping situation going on there.
Oh, I mean, non-magical advantages. Well, that's just not fair.
Yeah, of course.
Physical strength gives you an advantage in these magical sports.
Yeah, it's against the rules too.
Unfortunately, it's not. I looked into it.
Well, it's against like the principle of using an illicit death substance. You're not supposed to do that. I don't know. I don't really keep up with sports.
How about Lilisula and well, I guess Revia was a part of this band too. Like, what do you do about Aurora?
Yeah, no, we're gonna go talk. I was gonna go cheer her up.
Yeah,
Lilisula, the band.
That's why she's going over here. She just,
Yeah.
a Wildermere started talking, so she said, yeah.
Revia just goes, excellent triangle playing, Aurora. You're gonna blow them away. And she does a little, takes her lute, does a little twirl, and plays a little tune, and she kind of walks off. She goes, I can't wait for Wizard Gizzard, I'm sure. She kind of glares at Erakos. This time you won't get the better of me. Aurora's like, well, hey guys, you like the performance?
Yeah, it was good, but I like your.
No, I hated it.
Better.
It was terrible and sounded like what an old man thinks a tavern looks like. That's why we gotta get our band up and running.
See, yeah, I mean, I don't know about that, guys. Like, they kind of have the club for that, and I don't know. There's no way we're gonna get the attention.
Oh,
cares
Dad
about
says
the attention?
Dad says you'll find fans anywhere you're looking for them. So, like, if we just find a good place to play, someone's gonna notice and they're gonna like it a lot.
Yeah, you don't do something just because someone else is gonna look at it.
I mean, we can't
Do
play.
it because it's what's in your heart.
I mean, they only let the, you know, they kind of have to let the band play here because it's like a school activity. But like, you know, if we start our own band, we have to like find one of the lesser known taverns. Like maybe, like we have to start pretty low.
Exactly. We're not doing this regular sound. We're making our own like underground punk band. We're breaking the rules.
It's like, yeah, I hope we
Get
can,
in there.
I hope we can make all this work.
Yeah, I think we will. Listen, we got a cool name. Have you heard her name?
No.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
thought of it with our friend. She had a good idea for it, because we realized that the first name we came up with would be way too easy to make fun of.
Yeah, exactly. We don't need that with a
Well,
Wildermare
I
around.
kind of know what. I kind of want to know what that one is.
What was it? It was.
Oh, that was the Ash Blood Moon.
Yeah, Ash Blood Moon, but we figured that you could like say it really fast and it would sound like Ass Blood Moon.
Yeah, we don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
But it's Ashen Blood Moon now.
Yeah, think about it. Our logo's like a sweet bleeding moon.
Yeah.
It's but it's like gray and smoldering, and the blood is coming out.
He kind of smiles, and you see like her vampire fangs kind of like really show off. He was like, "I am a fan of blood."
Yeah, see?
The damn pure joke. I don't really suck blood.
No, it's cool though.
But
it's part of but part of like your band soda could be like you're like a vampire queen.
I mean, again, why do you think I dress like this? I mean, it's because I like it, but you have to give on a certain persona.
Exactly, that's what this is all about. Like Lilisula's gonna be the Drow queen from deep in the Underdark, and I'm gonna be the Dragon Queen from high atop the volcano mountain.
And I can be the vampire queen, the
Exactly.
mistress of Strahd himself.
I kind of thought maybe I could be the Badger Queen because I know more about badgers than the Drow.
Well, I mean, badgers live in the
Do they have
hole,
badgers
you know?
in the Underdark?
I don't know. I've never been there.
Probably. I mean, think about it.
Well,
like,
I mean, this
badgers
isn't
make
about
holes.
this isn't about like who we really are. We're putting on a persona.
Yeah, this is a persona.
You
This is
could
like
be,
your stage. This is like we're in kayfabe right now.
yeah, you could be the Drider queen of the Underdark.
Lilisula has no idea what you're talking about.
It's
know,
like a spider person.
I guess like half spider, half Drow.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
like if you're looking at Val'ri, but she was like a spider.
Grayson is in the corner. He murmurs down, "Ass blood."
Good.
So what was that? The Ashen Blood Moon?
Yeah, Ashen Blood Moon.
It says, I like it. It's like a contrast. The blood and the ash.
Yeah, it's all like it's all of our stuff.
Yeah.
Like together. And radical.
It says, well, if you really want to study, we might have to give up. Like, if you really want to devote time to this, we might have to give up some of our extra activities.
Oh, sure, I'll quit the paper. That means I don't have to go see Wildermare anymore.
Keon looks up. He's like, what? We'll figure out this later, but like this might count as like a kind of an extra activity. Kind of the equivalent equivalent of the band.
Yeah, I would assume like mechanic wise it's just the band, but it's just these three doing it.
Yeah, I imagine Grayson isn't gonna like you leaving Revia. You've been a good source of gossip. But Lilisula, Xanther will, he'll encourage you to pursue other avenues, so you can give up either the cheer squad.
Besides,
or
I see him in the other one too, so it's not like I'm really going anywhere.
So yeah, it's like not like we're still see each other. Yeah, so you can. This will be the equivalent of the band. So if you want to change, so Grayson will get a -1 point for for Revia, a 1 rival point, you'll lose your friendship point.
Oh no.
Good.
But you each will gain 1 for Aurora.
Does that put me at 2 with her?
That means you're officially friends, isn't it?
I did say, yeah, because she was like liking the fact that you understood her kind of like her like what she wanted to do. But I think I'm just gonna say this leads into it.
Yeah, we'll put that as like the official one. It's the founding of the band.
So let me see.
What do you get from band anyway?
Yeah,
What's
I'm about to check here. You will get, this is kind of weird, sleight of hand and performance.
Oh.
That's so apt.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Good, because Revia is good at some of those.
Yeah, same with Lilisula.
Yeah, so while this isn't a official extra activity, you are like pursuing your own interests, so it's kind of treated the same.
I like how there's like 20 animal skin rugs just strewn about in random places.
Yeah, this is you probably noticed the some of these are fan made.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yes, this is a fan made one.
It's just funny. They're like all over the
yeah, it's in the
joint.
random places. It's like no feng shui anywhere here. But some students come in with carrying big crates. And Javanish is like, oh, Wizard Gizzard time. It's like, put them in the back here. It's like, here's some tables. And they pull out these little contraptions that just kind of look like ordinary wooden boxes, but they have these like metal horns attached, almost like a gramophone. And this basically a button on one side. And Javanesh will kind of aim one at the table, and he presses the button, and it goes... And this reddish blob of magic just kind of splurts out like someone's like tossing a ball across the room. It kind of lands on one of the table and goes... And just kind of splatters, and everyone just kind of cheers and goes, Wizard Gizzard! And they kind of hand out probably about 6 or 7 of these old Wizard Gizzard machines, and people start people started setting up games. It's like cool, huh? Kind of looks at you all unexpectedly.
Yeah, how do you play?
We kind of make up our own rules, but I'm a fan of the old classic, you know, the gizzard in the bucket, what we call it. And you see some people setting up a row of buckets, and it's like, I promise you guys, first shot, the rules are simple: just get as many gizzards as you can in those buckets. And Rubana steps up and goes, well, obviously I will be participating. And she will line up. Anyone else?
I'm doing it. I want that bag.
Yep, up for grabs. Not a bag of holding. A bag of tricks.
Yeah, Lilisula's just gonna spectate.
Okay. Anyone
Bag
else?
of tricks for Brick.
Bag of tricks
Brick's
for
bag
Brick.
of tricks.
Brick's bag of tricks.
Oh, that's too good, but I'm still gonna. I want it.
Rosie goes in and goes, Wizard Gizzard! She's like the most
Val-
excited.
Val's just gonna stand off to the side with Drasimir. She'll like
Okay.
finally wander over to him and just kind of like.
Oh, they get to meet.
Yeah, we will get to that. As everyone's going up, like everyone's kind of watching, but him and Erzbatok are kind of staying at the table. You're kind of the least interested. But he, you go over, and, it's like, I got some tea for you.
Thanks.
Heard you were coming, and, you know, I got your favorite.
How did you know what my favorite was?
Well, we talked about it in the library.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have, they don't have, Feywild tea here, but, I like this green tea. Yeah, hands to you.
It's really good. Thank you. It's just really good.
You need to drink it first.
You know, I mean, it's good for you.
Yeah.
Green tea.
Yeah.
Val looks at Ursma talk and just kind of, hi, like she doesn't know what to do.
He's just kind of, he's like reading his own book. He takes his finger, this long, trollish tongue, and just licks it and flips the page. He goes, "Hello."
That's very suggestive. Anyway.
Do you
So,
wanna?
huh?
What? No, you so cute.
No, it's okay. You go ahead. It's okay.
What?
I
think I know Val'ri's favorite tea is a special blend of gargolon.
I got you gargling.
Gargolon, he's nuts.
That's it. That's nobody's gonna top that.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the end of the campaign. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching.
Yeah, that's the end.
Could you imagine if Aasimar dropped a gargle on D's nuts joke? Holy shit. That'd be
He'd be
so
great.
funny.
He'd be top tier character.
Sorry, I can't.
No, it was good. It was good. So you're not doing the wizard, because I don't, whatever that is. Gizzard, lizard?
Do you think I should?
No. I mean, if you can if you want to. I'm not.
Looks kind of fun.
I mean, yeah. You gotta
you just have to angle the trajectory and account for the age of the machine and the density of the pool of magic, and it's pretty simple if you think about it. It's just math.
Yeah, it's real simple. I mean, you sound like you'd be really good at it, so maybe you should. But then I wouldn't know who to root for.
Are you using your
No.
commanding voice?
I won't command him to do it. I wouldn't know who to root for, because my best friend is up there, so.
Oh, which one?
On Revia too. Oh, Brick.
Which one's? Oh.
We're kind of close.
Best friends?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
He's been nicest to me. Besides you and Quintilius, I guess. I mean, Revia's there too, but.
Yeah, I'm me. I'm Revia.
She's not really my best friend, I don't think. I don't think she likes me
We're
very much.
besties.
Friends forever. It's like, well, I could, puffs out his chest. I could try.
Yeah, go for it. I'll watch.
Okay. He kind of looks around, like for a place to put his book.
Here, I'll hold it.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. I'm used to holding books.
Bookmark that spot there. You're really good at it.
Thanks.
Okay. Kind of scoots his little chair out. Accidentally moves the table
creaks.
forward. Yeah. It's like, he quietly makes his way up, and it's like, he goes up to Javanech. He goes, excuse me. It's like, yeah, I want to try. It's like, all right, my man, get up here. It's like, thank you. He just kind of stands there. Yeah, just line up next to the other one. He goes, oh, okay.
Bless him.
He'll stand right next to the smallest person.
Oh, bless.
Okay. He says, rules are simple. And the tutorial appears on screen. You guys are going to make either a... Let's see here. Dexterity or Arcana check. Just says Dexterity parentheses Arcana, even though the two are totally unrelated, so I guess you get to choose.
Makes sense. It's like, do you aim it or do you use the magic of it?
Ooh,
yeah.
No, that's one of those weird rules that they do where it's going to be a dex check, but if you're proficient in Arcana, you can add your proficiency.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
it
that
is
means.
it is a check, so a Dexterity check or an Arcana check.
No, I'm telling you, does it literally in the book say Dexterity and then Arcana is in parentheses next to it?
Yes.
So that's what it means, is that it is your dex modifier.
Oh, so you get to add...
But if you're proficient in Arcana, then you get to add your proficiency.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah. The other common thing is going to be like...
okay, so I guess it's the same, because if you roll a Dexterity / Acrobatics, it's going to be Dexterity plus your Acrobatics proficiency.
Exactly. So and they have it that way because obviously Arcana is an int check base. So, but it's telling you use your Dex, and if you're proficient in Arcana, you can add it.
Okay.
And
so everyone get that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna roll. You gotta roll a Dexterity.
Not proficient, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so you're gonna roll a Dexterity, but if you're proficient in Arcana, you're gonna add your Dexterity bonus to it, I guess. Like the +2, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. I've just never seen two opposing ones before.
Yeah. Another common one is it would be a strength parentheses intimidation. So if you're trying to intimidate someone by doing something strong, then you would use your strength, and then you could add intimidation if you're proficient in it.
Okay.
That's another common one.
I just thought it meant either or. You could roll Arcana, or I guess kind of it evens out.
It does. I mean, it really, yeah. Well, because you shouldn't get. I guess the way that they're looking at this is you're still throwing a ball, so it should be Dex.
It still has your Dex modifier, not your intelligence modifier.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you're magically inclined, like with Arcana, then maybe you'll do better.
Okay, so we're going to basically roll the Dexterity check with the Arcana bonus if you have it. And we're going to divide by 3 to see how many you land in 1 minute. So what you roll is how many you fire, but then we divide by 3 to see how many we actually get into the buckets. And so those who are not participating, you can either cheer or jeer a participant.
I will cheer.
Right.
Oh, I'm cheering.
It looks like that.
I'll cheer on as well. But who's participating?
You gotta pick who you're doing. Oh,
yeah.
Everybody who's up in the line.
Everyone's who's up in the row.
You know what? I'm gonna cheer on Brick.
Yeah.
Also, I would recommend not cheering on me.
Oh, okay. Well then,
you might want to cheer on one of the other ones.
I was gonna cheer on my bandmate, but I'm gonna cheer on Brick then.
Cause I have a secret plan I'm gonna instigate as soon as we begin.
Oh no, Val is so torn. I need a coin. I need to flip a coin because I don't know.
The Mass Effect choice thing comes up.
Slash roll.
No, in real life, I don't trust the computer. Oh, I didn't call it, and it just okay. I'll cheer for Drasimir. But I'm like, I'm so sorry, Brick. Even though he can't hear me, obviously, but you know.
Alright, Lilisula, who are you cheering for? Or
Brick.
Cheering for? Brick, okay, and
I'm cheering him on.
Erakos?
Brick.
Oh, he's already being cheered for, so it's not gonna stack.
Oh,
thank God then. Whew.
Jeer Rubina, she sucks.
Yeah, you can jeer her.
Rosie's okay.
Yeah,
But
Rosie.
Yeah, you know
Rosina was
what? I'm
messed-
gonna Jirabina.
Right.
You
I
suck.
mean, like, yeah, like, what are you gonna do?
Let's see here. What are my options?
Well, I mean, it's not a spell. It's just like what do you say to her? That she's doing her as her starting wizard gizzard.
I just give her a glower. Like, I'm giving her the evil, the
stink
eye?
eye.
the.
Damn,
like
Brice,
the
me and you
evil-
are on a roll
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like the evil eye, like from. You ever see Scrubs, the janitor?
Mm-hmm.
That.
Okay.
All right, so you happen to catch her eye, and you just give her the biggest stink eye.
There it is, right there. Posted that in chat.
She manages to do 3 gizzards into the bucket. All right, Revia.
All right. I rolled a 17.
17.
Hey.
Are you proficient in Arcana?
Nope. Also, I would like to, for on flavor, anyone she missed, she was actually just throwing at Grayson instead.
Like on purpose.
Yeah, so like everyone, like she nailed all of her like 5 or whatever that she hit, but everyone she missed, she just like chucked it at Grayson.
Val is like he clapping.
Yeah.
She sees it. She's like.
It's not that it, like makes a mess or anything. It's just like a. It's just like these like basketball size, like blobs of magic gets shot towards them and then like disintegrates. It's like it doesn't cause like damage or anything, but like he flinches every time. It's like,
Yeah,
aim for the bucket.
to aggravate.
Right, Brick, do one at advantage.
All right. Here goes nothing. A 10. He is not dexterous. He is merely strong.
Yeah. You get 3 in. Rosie.
Okay, win them all.
Ooh, Rosie might do pretty good. Rosie also gets 5. And how do you pronounce his name?
Drazimir.
Drazomir.
Drazimir.
Okay, good. I actually do have a hard time with
No, that's okay.
names.
Some of them are written so weird.
Yeah, Drazomir. It's like, okay. He takes a big finger to, like, press the button. He's very careful at aiming, though. It's like he spends more time aiming than everyone else. But he presses the button really fast. But he... Ooh. I think he does... He gets 6 of them in.
Yay.
Javanish is like, Drazimir, my boy, my fellow Kraken. And like puts his arm way over his shoulder, halfway across his shoulder, barely over his shoulder.
Does he
It's
like
I
flap
knew
a
it had
little
it in
bit to
you.
get up there?
Everyone's like clapping. Hands over the gray bag of tricks. He's like, it's like, for you, my man. It's like, oh, thanks. And he quietly walks over to the table as everyone's cheering him on, patting him on the back, and he hands it to you, Val'ri.
Yay!
I'm like, as he's walking over, I'm like clapping softly.
Yeah, it's like he's
You
like
did a really good
he's giving
job.
like a big Minotaur smile, his big teeth show, and he goes like, "I got this for you."
You're giving it to me?
Yeah.
Oh. Why?
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, thank you.
I thought you would like it.
I do. A lot.
I mean, I don't know what I would do with it.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'll find a use.
Aasimar goes. It's like, careful what you pull out of there.
Why does everything you say sound like sus?
Because
that's what you get when you're working like the swamp all day.
Yeah. So you can add a gray bag of tricks to your inventory. It's basically you can pull out basically animals that can, when you pull them out, they just act like animals.
Gray bag of tricks.
Yep. Let's see here. It has.
There's 3 charges. Okay.
3 charges. Yeah, I'm trying to read it. I don't think it says.
You can use an action to pull the fuzzy object from the bag and throw it up to 20 feet. When the object lands, it transforms into a creature you determine by rolling a d8 and consulting the table that corresponds to the bag's color. So it could be a weasel, a giant rat, a badger, Lilisula, a boar, a panther, a giant badger, a direwolf, or a giant elk. It is friendly to you and your companions and acts on your next turn. You can use a bonus action to command how the creature moves and what action it takes on its next turn, or to give it general orders such as to attack your enemies.
Okay, so you do have control over it.
Nice.
Yeah. At least on the page I'm looking at, it doesn't say the number of charges, but you say it has 3.
Yeah, the D&D Beyond says it has 3 charges per day, I think. Yeah.
Wow, per day?
Per day.
Noise.
Once 3 fuzzy objects have been pulled from the bag can't be used again until the next dawn.
Oh, wow.
I'll kind of like hook the bag.
It's actually pretty good. I didn't know it was per day. I thought it had number uses.
Like I thought it was just 3. That's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll like hook the bag on it on my person, and I'll just kind of like awkwardly like get up and like give Aasimar like an awkward hug, like she's doing that like that thing where you don't know if you should hug somebody or not, but she'll go for it.
He has his he has his hands like at his side, like not sure what to do with them. And he takes one of his huge hands and places over the entirety of your back and gives you a little pat. And like even more people start cheering. And you hear a few ooh. And he immediately, starts to blush, and he like stops.
Thanks.
He goes, "Oh, was that good?
Yeah.
Oh, I liked it." And one more friend point.
Oh shit! Wait. Oh no, that's Quinn. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So we're officially friends.
Officially friends.
Yay! What do I get?
So you're like, what benefit do I get?
What do I get for being your friend?
For friend stats.
Well, you're someone that's good at math. I mean, that's pretty useful. You got a guy who can do math homework.
Right?
That's why I'm trying to be buddy-buddy with Tilano.
Well, you can officially choose your, who you're kind of friends with in extra activities. So you want to switch from Greta to...
No, I need to double them. I need to figure out a way to also add...
I need as many friends as I possibly can.
Okay, so let's see the adventure here. Fellow students.
There's no denying me and Greta are best buds.
Yeah. She's always encouraging you, like, during practice. It's like, bro, I never heard anyone block so well.
Meanwhile, Val's over here like, Brick is my bestest friend in the whole wide world.
Yeah. Didn't hear you cheering me on.
Okay.
Aww, he wouldn't have heard it anyway. It's Val.
That's true. He just assumed that you were cheering for him.
Exactly.
Okay, so you're gonna like this because it had so much to it. Aasimar writes you poetry, and the smile it puts on your face makes you likable to everyone on campus, except for the most stone-hearted.
Adorable.
So like
Aw. Get you a man.
Get you a man who writes you poetry.
Dude, if a guy ever gave me a poem that he wrote specifically for me, I'd be like, here's my hand in marriage. Immediately. Are you kidding?
yeah, so like you'll like randomly find poems outside your dorm. Like on the wall here.
Oh my god! Oh.
So I guess this whenever you're thinking of him, like you're just gonna have this smile on your face that just make everyone just like saying, "Oh, well, that is something about her. She's just happy."
Why is she so fucking happy all the time? I don't know, but it makes me really like her.
Wow, you collected 2 friends so far. Right? No one else has done that.
It's because I'm so likable.
I mean, I'm pretty close, but
you'll get that friend point with Erzmatok. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I've got 1 friend point with Erzmatok,
Yeah,
and
you have to move beyond. Just give them sandwiches. If you know what I mean.
You gotta.
Yeah, get in there.
There's a reason why Joey's always emphasizing how much Erzmatok is licking his long fingers.
When people first saw his art, people thought his tusk was his tongue.
It's kinky.
But like I like to think.
Oh, I did too. I just now saw them as a tongue.
Yeah, like, so like but I still think he has long tongue.
He does. They're obviously tusks, but it's kinky.
Whenever he used to wash his glasses, he just takes his tongue and licks it like a lizard. But like people start to chant, it's like use the bag, use the bag.
Oh. Okay. Have the others noticed that she has the bag?
Well, I mean, it was like you were presented with.
Yeah, no, we watched it all happen.
Oh well, no, I didn't know if they were just like talking amongst themselves whenever he.
Nah,
did it.
he watched. Revia was watching this.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of watched this. Like you became the center of attention. If you looked around, the entire thing's just staring.
Okay. Okay. Should I?
Yeah, do it.
Yes. Yes, do it.
It's like, do it. And by this point, the bartender, Tulk, is like, okay, we're not going to let a wild animal loose. And she's kind of like pushing her way through the crowd.
We can do it outside.
It's like, fine, let's go outside. You can do it. It's like, everyone's like, yeah. It's like, Wizard Gizzard. But as everyone starts to cheer again, panic shouting erupts from the tavern's kitchen. Chef Curdy, bearing his braided hair flapping wildly, emerges. Oh yeah, I actually changed this, so it's not actually him. But Curdy is the troll. His emerges at a run, shouting and waving their arms. And he goes, "The steam! It's too spicy! It's trying to kill us all! Someone help!" The tavern is
stew.
The steam. The tavern is so busy that most of its patrons don't immediately notice Curdy's panic. Tulk Tusktooth does, but she's momentarily overwhelmed by the students in the overflow seating who have noticed, and who are trying to help get away from the kitchen as fast as they can. So some of the students by the kitchen start running away. You have a clear path to the kitchen door, and Curdy needs your help.
Are we gonna do this combat
We're not
this
gonna do
week
the
or
combat.
next time?
We're gonna do it next time, but as the door opens, can you see the kitchen up here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As the door opens, you see the steam are beginning to take shape from one of the cauldrons inside, and these 4 benefits are starting to form, just starting to knock over stuff, and just cause chaos within the kitchen, like emerging from the cauldron, and these little flecks of black goo dripping on the floor where they're forming. That's where we'll stop for tonight, unless you guys want to go a little longer.
Oh, it's okay. We can
Nah.
stop here. I like the idea of
No,
starting
I'm
with
good.
the
I'm
fight
good.
scene.
Just because it's like it's midnight, my
Yeah, it's
time.
midnight, so.
Yep. All right, you
Just
guys.
like the
midnight.
fanciful world of Strixhaven when the clock strikes 12. I'm like, I want to go to bed.
Yep.
It's like, I wish I could help you there, Curdy, but
I gotta go to
Okay.
bed. It's
I gotta
past
go
my
to bedtime, or else mother and father get upset with me.
For not liking rules, you sure do like to follow rules
Well, you know.
when they're mothers.
Yeah, mother. I can't upset mother. You haven't seen mother.
I mean, if she's
She's
a
a-
dragon or dragonborn, you don't want to upset those. No.
No, she's a big old dragon.
Yeah,
Straight up.
definitely. Yeah, definitely don't want to upset a big old dragon.
A red dragon around 400 years.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. No,
she's
that's
like full adult. It's real bad.
There are quicker and less painful ways to commit suicide.
Alright, thanks everyone.
I thank you,
Had
Joey.
fun.
Joey, that
Good
was
night.
good.
Good playing with
That was
everyone.
Yeah, it was good night.
I'm sorry I stole your bag of tricks, Bryce.
That's
And
okay.
Revia.
You earned
No,
it.
that's great.
Well, kind of.
Just fine. It came
Yeah,
in the
that was
group.
funny. Well,
Later on,
that's
guys.
good.
Fine,
Good
fine.
night.
Randy.
Like,
Randy had to go.
Okay.
I'm out.
Prestidigitation.
Press the digitation.
God, everybody leaves so fast.
Everyone's so tired at midnight. They just need to go.
Weirdo.
We're old people.
I'm old. I'm not tired.
I am, but I can fight.